All right, someone had the idea of replacing the intro music.
I just like the cog
Well,
that
it's
you hear turning.
great.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Welcome to our Warp World's Christmas episode.
Yeah, well, I'm going to replace that music.
And everybody was
No.
anxiously awaiting our Christmas
I
episode.
love
So
the Christmas
Oh,
music.
boy.
it's been a busy 5 weeks since the
Yeah,
last time we got it. We've been off the airways for 5 weeks. I know you guys are happy. You're like going, oh, man. So, but we're back. And last show of the year.
Last show of the year. What have we been doing for 5 weeks?
A lot.
We've had a lot of stuff go on. We had the party. Those of you who joined us for Facebook Live and heard half of it, great. Hey,
Yeah.
that was a good time, though, and I'm looking forward to doing the next one. We're going to try different
People.
Set up.
different, more simple avenues to make sure the Facebook Live. It's probably not going to sound fantastic, but it's going to sound better than the last one did. So
This whole damn time.
yeah, I'm just going to let everyone know we spent the last hour,
Oh, here we go.
and Mark decided now he has to leave.
No, we are by our fire pit, freezing our butts off because Mark has to grab wood every 10 minutes. So we are sitting here watching him attempt to get this fire to work.
See, if he didn't have headphones on, we would have got a comment out of Mark.
Oh, yeah, I was. I don't grab wood, I get wood.
All right, so what did we do in the last 5 weeks, Dad?
Well, Kayla had her very first NFL football game.
Yeah.
Yay.
Courtesy of Mark. Thank you, Mark.
Oh,
I
no.
know, that was so nasty of you.
It was fun. We had a good
He's
time.
like, yeah, okay.
Whatever.
No, that was definitely an experience. I had never been. I've always wanted to go, but then again, like, I don't know what's happening half of the time, so I was just there for the whatever experience.
Yeah, but you were. If you asked a question, and again, I don't think you expected all the testosterone. I mean, it was
Well, yeah.
there's a
No,
lot.
it was one of those, the whole, like, you have to stand up every third down, which it's like the Cardinals, we do that every 2 seconds.
Pretty much.
So I didn't know we were doing Catholic aerobics, and I said no. So I
So
sat
she
there half
she
of the
did just
time.
sit there half the time. We were trying. We were like, what is it going to take to get Carla to stand up? And it
Hi,
didn't
my name
happen.
is Kayla, and it hasn't
Kayla,
changed
damn
in
it.
the last
God
29
damn
years.
it. I freaking.
But thank
I
you.
say your mom's name all the time.
Thank you.
I do.
Why are you saying my wife's name all the time?
Oh, shut up.
Yikes.
Shut up.
So no, that was a fun experience because we went out and did the tailgate and stuff like that. It was just surprisingly like kind of warm, so I was just dying because it was.
Get
pretty
used to
hot.
that. I mean, try tailgating in September, but that's a whole nother when we get into football season again when it rolls around. But yeah, but did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I did. I mean, like I said, I don't know what was happening half of the time. And when I did, I was just asking Mark or someone else around us, like, yo, what's even happening? So,
And then we lost, so
yeah, and then Mark was getting really pissed off because we were losing.
well,
and
we were winning the whole game, and then we freaking lose with 3 seconds to go. I'm like, okay, this sucks.
That's the Cardinals for
Yeah,
you.
they just suck.
Mark,
so.
all his life, though, being around Mark when his team loses is not pleasant. Even as kids, he'd get all pissy and mad.
Well, I'm that same way.
I was
even on-
competitive.
Even on Sundays, when we watch the football game at home, I'm just like, cool, now I'm pissed off for no reason. Why did I sit here and
Yeah,
watch
and
this?
and if they play in the morning and then they lose, I'm pissed all afternoon or whatever. I'm like, this sucks.
I just come to expect it, and yeah, I'm a little disappointed, but move on because,
If only we just put
The
Colt
worst
McCoy in
thing
there.
your sports teams can give you is hope. It's the truth. God honest truth. It's freaking hope. Because they give it to you
Wow.
and then you're like, they just take it away. It's just, it's worse than a
that
marriage.
needs to go on a meme or
So
something.
it is.
The
Put
worst
it on a
thing is-
shirt.
The worst thing your sports team can give you is
Hope. Because if you're just miserable, you're okay. So, yeah, I'm telling you, it's freaking the truth. Once they give you a reason to start having fun or whatever, it sucks. What else?
We had the Christmas
the
party.
Christmas.
Oh, we did. And anyone that did watch the live show, the 8 of you, and listen, if it had sound, I think it would. Everybody here had a blast. So, if you
I
guys
think
don't
so.
recall, our party was back in November, and it was a big hit. We probably had, I think, at its height about 70 people here, so probably at its height somewhere around there. But yeah, it was really fun. We had a great time. The Christmas decorations are alive and well. We're having a ton of kids up and at them, but the party itself was a very good time. I mean, hopefully.
I had a very good time, even though I got so drunk that I almost died.
Again, that cleaning bill has not been taken care of, so you forgot the $86 bill on your way out.
I
So
got a little drunk.
Mark challenged me at the start and said, "We have to get drunk together. We've never been
We
drunk
hadn't.
together." So I'm running around because Shannon had her.
we still have them,
Oliver's-
by the way. There's still about 30 of them in there.
What,
if your
the
mom
cutter
wants
shot-
any.
oh.
Break those out.
Do you want them? All right, I can go
I
get
meant
them.
other Shannon, with her cart. Mark's friend Shannon has like a beer alcohol.
Oh, the mobile
cart.
bar.
Yeah, the mobile bar.
thing.
Yeah,
so-
Oliver Twist, or I think it's Oliver
Shout
Twist.
out Shannon,
And
'cause
she, absolutely, she deserves it, man. That was great, and she enjoyed it. That was the first time she brought that out. The first because it just got finished, so we were kind of like the test model, and everybody loved it. I mean, I think it went.
It was great.
I mean, it's so much better than just having her set up in the garage. You were there other times where it was just.
So how many years has she been the bartender?
She last 6 or 7 she's been
7 years,
bartending
yeah,
for
okay.
ours. Yeah, since we've been here and we've been having them, and it's been great because she just not just started out, but she's just started working part time for me, bartending, and we just started growing with each other, and I'm happy that she's doing her own thing now. It's fantastic. I'm so happy for her. So if you guys ever need any of your bar needs, Oliver Twist.
Yeah, no, it was super cool because then you just go and tell her. I mean, by the end, she knew exactly what you wanted, and that was my downfall because she would just look at me and she's like, "Here you go, sweetie." I'm like, "Fuck."
We do.
So-
So while we're on the air, call your mom and tell her to bring some of those out that they're in the freezer.
I'll call her later.
No,
I
we're
don't
right
want
here.
any.
Yeah, you do.
Well, and then other Shannon made her pudding shots, and those things were.
Those are
Oh,
great.
God,
Yeah.
I was. Ugh.
Those are the best.
It's been
Yeah.
it's been a fun kickoff to the holiday season. Now we are coming up to we're doing Santa Claus next Friday over here is what we're doing. So we're hoping if you have little ones, bring them on over. You know how to get a hold of me. I'm not going to give you my address and phone number on
Oh,
the
come
air.
on.
If you're in,
555.
like Switzerland or something.
Yeah, so-
Sorry.
But
I'll
if you
post it
do
on
know
Facebook.
me, look me up on Facebook or whatever. I'll give you the details. You can bring the little ones, and we have Santa on the 16th from 6:30 to 9. So
Yeah, just even if you just leave something on our Facebook page, someone will get back to you with it. Or if you know Mark, text him or whatever.
yeah, so it'll be fun. So that's new for us. This will be our first year of actually hosting something for the community. We've never done that before, so we don't know how well it's going to go over.
So we'll talk about that later because we could have made that really huge. But anyway,
That's what she said.
Wait,
So-
what? No, I wanted to ask you, how was Trans-Siberia?
Oh my
Orchestra?
gosh, it was awesome. I mean, so I didn't expect much going in there. I like them. I love their music, but I really wasn't sure how it was all going to work and everything else. But their light shows, their storytelling, their musicians, they were very good. It was very
okay.
good.
I mean, you see the videos, light shows, and everything, but what do you mean by storytelling? Tell me about.
So it's they're telling a story. So what they do is they bring out a narrator, and then they have something in the back. It's about a runaway girl that I don't want to spoil it for people, but anyway, it's about a runaway girl and if she's dreaming or she's not dreaming, and they match the music to what's going on in the story. Then the narrator will come out every song or so and be like, and then fantasy.
Oh, so it's like a story.
Yeah, it's
and
a
they-
story for like
So
the
it's not
first.
just a concert.
So it's it was like 20 minutes of them just going to town. Then it was like an hour worth of them in this story. So you kept track of the story, and then they'd play a song on top of it, and everything would be cool. Some of their original stuff, and then some, Christmas stuff. And then the last like 45 minutes was just their hits and everybody having fun and doing different things. But it definitely kept you. I mean, they played for 2.5 hours, and I mean, it was. I thought they were done 3 different times. I really did. And then they'd come back out, and the narrator would continue the story, and you'd see. It was pretty cool.
very cool.
Yeah, it was well worth it. It was a lot of, and
I'd
it
like
was
to see that
packed.
someday.
It was packed. We thought the 3:00 in the afternoon. No, heck no, man. There were and there were a lot. So me and Holly were a little wondering. So there's a lot of these older couples going, and I'm talking in their 70s, in their 80s, whatever. And I'm wondering how are they gonna. So we kept on looking for people that were walking out, but no, it was everybody kept. It was kind of cool. So yeah, we really enjoyed it. It was a lot of
They've
fun.
been going to that shit since it first started. If they're that
Yeah,
old.
I mean it was pretty cool. I guess it's their 32nd year.
Yeah, so they've been
Trans-Siberian.
around a while now. Is this something you would consider doing every year, or is it a one-time thing? Or
Well, I don't know about every year. I mean, I would. I mean, I'm glad I saw them, and they're off my bucket list and everything else. And they were really cool, and they were worth the money, which I can't say about a lot of concerts. But we had a really good time at
so
Trans-Siberian.
not going to be one of your traditions, right?
I don't know. I mean, I spent a lot of money, and it was a little different. So
I mean,
my
it's one
wife
of
is
those-
delivering Lay's potato chips.
Holly's actually been home the last few times.
She
It's
has.
kinda
She's actually. It's
like,
okay. So.
she's here. So
Peanuts.
Oh,
Peanuts.
I was looking for pudding.
Pudding shots. Yeah, no, they're in the thing. Can you grab us someone? Oh, all right.
Of course she is.
I'll take the chips and try not to chomp in the mic.
So yeah, it was fun. It was great, and but that's it. I don't know if it'll be a tradition. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to work that. So it was an expensive
like
tradition if it's a
that's
tradition.
something you would have to do like every few years or something, because it's like unless they change it every time that they come here.
Which I don't really think you can. I mean, they had original songs that were they were good. They weren't bad at all, and they fit the narration of the But I don't know. It'd be a lot to unless they changed it. You're right. Unless they come out and say all new show, all new. Then okay. But I don't know. But I recommend it if you have not seen him. Go see him.
For sure.
Well, the only reason I asked was when Kayla said, those people have been going every year or something like that. So I was just wondering, is it a tradition thing that people do every year?
I think so, because we were hearing people come in saying this is our 6th year in a row. And then there was a real cool, this little boy was with his grandma, and he was dressed up in a suit. He had a tie and everything. He couldn't have been more than 6 or 7 years old. And it was his grandmother and him first time, and they're like, this is going to be our new, grandson tradition, and just me and him. And I mean, they were really fun to talk to, really cool people. And I mean, just everybody's there just for Christmassy, and they're all in, their sweaters and stuff like that. It's not like a rock concert where you're lighting up doobies and, you didn't see the joint passed around at a Trans-Siberian. It would have been unique if it was, though, if I saw Grandma fucking going it down and be like, Grandma!
This is a Woodstock?
And then she's like, look at the lights, man. Grandma's like, yeah!
God.
That'd be fucking cool. But you guys should do it once, so. But
yeah, we'll get to it eventually. We just have so much that we're planning and doing and all that gobbledygook.
Do we want to talk? Kayla's birthday is the day after Christmas.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, my birthday is the day after Christmas. So when I was younger, it wasn't that bad. But then again,
your mom made a conscious effort to make sure you had a birthday and not get joined in.
They still do. It's just hard, especially getting older, because now everyone
joins
I
gifts.
mean, even then, yeah. But even then, it was back when I was younger. Everyone was always out of town. So we never really did have parties, so it was always just the cousins kind of hanging out.
You want a birthday party? I'll throw you a birthday party.
Next year, I am throwing a prom for my 30th
I like
birthday.
it. We talked about that. I'll help you plan it. We can get it all set.
360-something days or 300-something days to figure that out.
29
But
girls.
for this birthday, we're going to go up to Williams and do that like Grand Canyon rail.
Oh, cool.
railway
That'll be
thing.
fun. Yeah, I've never done it, so I'd like to do it. So it'd be fun. Remember the trip we went to the Grand Canyon on that bus? Who was that dude? And how did our parents just let us go with them overnight or whatever it was?
Well, let's talk about Kayla's
Okay,
thing.
No,
because
I want to know the story.
No, this was you've heard the name Don Miner.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it's I'll call him my uncle, mom's friend's ex-husband, actually, but they divorced, but my parents stayed friends with both. He drove a bus up to the Grand Canyon.
Oh, I
So
didn't know that.
somehow one weekend, Mark and I got put on this bus
To the Grand Canyon. It's not. My parents didn't know who this guy was. Hell yeah, go to Grand Canyon with this guy. Sure, go ahead.
We're 6th grade, 7th grade. We're not even adults or anything. And we got to the Grand Canyon. Don said, "Okay, this, and this," and then we didn't see Don till the next morning.
Yeah, it really was the truth. Yeah,
So what the hell did you guys do?
We had a hotel room or whatever we had.
No, we went to the movies. That's where we saw the Star Trek II: Wrath of Khan.
Oh, we did go to the movies.
Every time I see that movie, I think of the Grand Canyon with you.
I mean, it's not like we're picking up chicks or anything.
Yeah,
in
no.
6th grade.
We didn't go to the bar.
I know, but
And
I need a milk, ice cold,
We went to
on the
movies
rocks.
and then went back to the room. I mean, there wasn't. They had a movie.
And
theater up there.
that's where he was waiting.
No,
I'm kidding.
no,
I'm kidding.
no.
I'm kidding.
But half the fun of that trip is the bus ride up there and back.
And you should do it for your birthday. Do the VIP cart and get wine and enjoy
I
it.
wanted to, but because we're taking one of my nephews, they don't allow children under 15.
Oh, okay.
So, and because of the time frame of everything,
What day are you going?
we're going on my birthday.
Oh, on the Monday.
Yeah.
Monday. Okay.
So we're going to leave Christmas night and we're going to just stay in a hotel in Williams, and then we're going to do that Monday morning and then come back Tuesday afternoon.
They ought to turn that into like the Polar Express during Christmas.
They
That train. Is that what they do? I didn't
Yeah.
know if they did or
Wait,
not.
so
but-
we're staying there Monday night also?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I thought we were driving home Monday.
and you wanted to go to the Monday Night Football game. That would have never worked.
No, I have no desire to go to the
Whatever.
Monday Night Football game.
Well, that'll be
do.
fun. That's
No, wait,
exciting.
their Cardinals Monday night game's tomorrow night or this Monday.
Monday.
isn't it?
Oh yeah, you're 2 weeks from
Yeah. No, I'm excited about it. I wanted to do it last year because I found it very like last second, and then of course, because everyone always has that Monday off because it's Christmas reserve or
Right.
whatever the hell. So this year I was like, no, let's get this done. Let's book the tickets. Let's do all this kind of stuff. So
Is it a day trip?
yeah, it's like you get on the train, I think at like 8:30 or something like that, and then you're in at the Grand Canyon for like an hour or two or something, and then you get back on the train and
I mean,
you're
it's a
back
whole
by
look
like
around.
2:30.
I mean, the Grand Canyon is cool, but an hour or two of the Grand
I'm
Canyon, unless you're
excited
doing a
more-
hike and unless you're doing all that kind of
Well,
stuff.
I've been to the canyon once during the winter, so I think the if it's snowing that
Yeah,
I'm
it'll be
torn
totally
between-
Christmassy. It'll be cool on that.
I'm torn between scared to death of driving in the snow and I hope it's snowing because it'll look really cool.
It will look really cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, is that it's actually going to snow or something like that. Not a snowstorm that's going to cause us to stay there or something like that. But no, I'm really excited to do it.
I bet you it'd be fun. So,
Because I've always wanted to do that Polar Express one too.
Yeah,
but
that's
that
cute,
sells
yeah.
out super quick.
oh yeah, that's
And you have to like get on that real fast.
kids
think
love
that's got-
trains.
I think
man.
that's got like a 2-year waiting list.
Something like that.
I wouldn't doubt it. It's a cool little thing. I still watch that stupid movie freaking when it's on. I mean, AMC, all they are running is Four Christmases, Christmas at the Cranks, Elf, Christmas Vacation, and White Christmas with Bing. That's all that's on every night. So
I have not seen the Polar Express yet this year. I saw Christmas Vacation a couple times. I won't see Christmas Story till Christmas Eve.
I know they had it on the other night and I couldn't do it. I was like, I can't watch this till Christmas Eve for some reason.
Did you watch a new one?
No, I don't know. I don't think I have HBO Max. If I have HBO, does that mean I have HBO Max?
No.
I don't think so. I think it's a separate thing.
Why do I think I signed up for HBO Max? I don't know.
They started watching it, and then I was like, oh no, I want to watch it with you guys. So then they waited until I got home, and then I passed out because I was so tired. But it was also just really sad, and so I was like, I don't want to finish this movie.
Which
I don't
one?
think it's going to get any better.
The new one.
Aw.
The new one is just as good as the first one. So it's not
That
like,
you're not the only one that have said that.
yeah,
so
you're
you've
not
actually
you're not gonna side splitting laughter or anything like that. It's just
It's
nice,
cute.
It's a nice, cute movie. Just a
will
nice
it be a
movie.
Christmas? Do you think it'll take off if they show it?
I think so. I think
Say TBS grabs it and says it's going to put it in the rotation
I don't know
for
as
play.
far
If you
as-
play it nonstop for a month, every day almost. I mean,
Yeah,
like-
I don't know. I don't know as far as the business arrangement with TBS.
hey,
and
our
HBO and
groupies
stuff
here,
like
everybody.
that.
Hey,
Carlos,
hey,
good to see you.
Don't think that it would be a constant loop kind of story.
No, I think
I don't-
they'd show it once or twice.
Yeah.
Until it catches on.
No, not even that. From what I saw, it's way too sad and it's way too slow for someone.
Well,
to,
it starts out slow, but it gets better.
bless their
Yeah,
hearts.
damn millennials,
Much
their
like
attention
this
span
show.
of a fly.
Much like this show.
Much.
I mean, we haven't recorded in 5 weeks. Our energy
I know,
is
our-
kinda just
Sit next to
gone.
Mark.
It is, what the heck's going on over
That
there?
check
And we're
work.
even on a time limit here, so aren't we? Or whatever.
Well, we
so-
got 2 hours till the batteries run out.
Well, that was 25 minutes ago, wasn't it, or whatever?
We're only 18 minutes in.
We're
Oh,
only
that,
5
dear
minutes in.
God.
We've
That's
already
all-
talked about
holy
everything
crap,
already.
18 minutes.
Thanks
my
for
God.
listening. We'll come back next
Good
year.
night. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, everybody. We appreciate you coming out. But, yeah, it's going to be, I think, interesting stuff next year. I'm looking forward to 23.
Have
20
you got all your Christmas shopping done?
Well, for our family that we are, we're almost done. So we went today, and me and Holly went. We got another couple donations, so everybody's donating. Where are you going with those? But so, anyways, we got a couple other more donations that came in this week, so it allowed us to go back out and kind of get what we want. And these kids, it's cool, and it's not like you can just spend $100 on them or whatever, because, dude, things are expensive. Thank
Yeah.
you. So, I mean, I cannot believe how much some of these toys are that you're like, oh my gosh! But I love it. It's going to be freaking cool, and we love doing this, and we can't wait till we get the video, and we can, that's when that's kind of our prerequisite is we want you to a lot of pictures and a lot of videos, so we
Yeah.
can post it back on the webpage for everybody that donated. So
Yeah. No, and I was looking at the Amazon list too, and I was just like, oh my gosh, some of this stuff is crazy.
and we weren't even putting expensive stuff on there.
Yeah.
You could tell they weren't expensive things.
Yeah, and I mean, price doesn't necessarily or shouldn't matter. It's the happiness and the joy of having or giving someone that might not be able to
Yeah,
have
and
that.
we
But it's also just like, holy damn.
and I'm
like,
sure it's sticker stock for everybody. And then if I'm asking people to donate, they have their own families. They got. I mean, I get it. So everybody that did or didn't, yeah, there's no grudges. I mean, no
Yeah.
great. We're doing what we can for this family, and I think it's more than what they expected. So
Yeah, definitely.
And that's friendshelpingfamily.net.
familyhelpingfamily.
Familyhelpingfamily.net.
Yes.
Go ahead and check that out, guys. And if you can, great. If not,
Yeah, listen. It's fantastic. They're almost done. We're almost there. Probably another donation or two will put us over the edge, and we'll be ready to go. But we still got another week and a half, 2 weeks in. I think I'm pretty confident. And people are reaching out to me and stuff like that, asking where they go, and so I'm excited. So it'll be fun.
Do you and Holly buy gifts or anything for anyone, or just kind of meh?
No, we do. I'm a big Christmas dude. So, I mean, this year I don't know. Now it's when you start getting older, you kind of have everything. So if you want it, you just go buy it. So it's not like you can surprise anybody on Christmas Day unless it's I don't know, a ring or something,
Yeah.
Something like that. So, but no, me and Holly, we don't know how. I always say I'm not going to go crazy, and I end up buying her freaking all kinds of crap and stuff like that.
Well, that's how it was with these two. I was like, okay, make your Christmas list, get it done, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, we don't need anything.
This is such a surprise. Well, here's an alphabetical order, starting with the kids around Christmas vacation, starting with Carla, your mom.
it was.
Her list was damn like 3 things. And I'm like, okay.
I started putting stuff on just to, maybe I could use this or whatever. You get to a point where, what do I need?
Please.
Yeah, turn your mic down.
I know. God.
These are damn good. So we're still eating these pudding shots from the show and everything.
Shout out to Shannon for your awesome pudding
Yes,
shots.
absolutely.
The gift that keeps on giving.
I refuse to touch those. They were so good, but I can't do it again.
They were good. All right. Well, geez, Christmas party. The list is gone. I don't know.
That was not the whole list. It was just our intro. We'll come back and we'll start talking about fun stuff.
Let's take a little break.
We just
We'll be back
recap.
in a little bit.
Play Santa.
Oh, God.
Yeah, play Santa here. We're not going to a break until we hear Santa. You ready? There, now, thank you. Come on back for more Santa.
In a Starbucks waiting for coffee.
Their girl's best friend.
Oh, boy.
That one sounds worse than the other one.
He
like
probably
I said,
needs batteries.
He sounds like he's apologizing for Christmas.
Jesus.
We're back.
Yeah, everybody, Merry Christmas. Hey, be nice to my Santa over there. He's probably just out of batteries. Honey, I need batteries. You know where they're at. Yeah, yes.
All right. So this week now marks elaborate Christmas light display.
It's better than those drive-through ones.
It is. It is. Mark's is awesome. But tell us the story of who got called back up from the minors.
From the minors. So every year, backstory is we buy something, 1 or 2 things new, and we phase out the older ones that I know only about have a year left, and it's time to phase them out. And so this year's phase out, because we got the sleigh and Miss Santa, was our blow up Mr. Potato Head, which has been a mainstay.
Phase out Mr. Potato.
When I mean phase out, they go from the front yard to the backyard. They go to the blow up city over here is where they go. But so it's where Christmas decorations go to die, basically.
The island of misfit toys.
I mean,
right
that's
back
what
here
it
in
is.
Mark's
So,
backyard.
but there is only one now. There was as many as 5, but they popped in some other ones. It's where blow-ups go to die. It's what we call it.
All right.
So, anyways, I have an elaborate tree that I bought, a pixel tree, which just was incredible in the front yard. That shorted out and took a dump after one Christmas, and I got basically 9 usages out of this thing. And I was so pissed, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, it left a big void in the yard. So I was mad. I was looking online, looking for a tree, blah, 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 spend another God knows how much money. And I was like, no, man, I'm just moving Miss Santa, and I'm bringing Mr. Potato Head back from retirement, man. And you know what? Mr. Potato Head is in better shape out there because I gave him a whole bunch of extra love, and he's standing up where I don't have to touch him. The kids are coming through. Mr. Potato, we hear the kids, and I'm like, I might have made a mistake. I might have, it's kind of when you put your parents in a home too early, man. It's like they think you could have got another 5 years out of your family.
All of that loving from Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like when you get a new quarterback that's supposed to be all great and he ends up not being, so you have to call up a vet.
Shut up. It's really easy to just, but I was like, maybe I call me old fashioned or whatever, but I mean, you guys see out there, there's a lot of good mix and old.
Sure.
It's not tacky. It's very, it's thought process. And, I just did, I had a hard time actually. And then so Andy, my niece, comes and she's like, hey, my friends will take, Mr. Potato Head, because another backstory is, I think I've already told you, one of our older Christmases in some of our neighbor's front yard, we were getting ready to give it away, and they don't give it away. So they have one around the corner. They just put a poncho head on him, and he looks awesome, and he lights up, and it's awesome. So so she was ready to give Mr. Potato Head away, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to give him away yet. He's got to go to a good home. That's what I was like, and I'm thinking about my blow up one time a year. But yeah, it's
Only once?
Yeah, that's
Only one time a year?
I'm married, if even that.
Yikes.
But so me and Jim started talking about old traditions, new traditions, and Jim has a conundrum that his family's going through, and
conundrum. It's just trying to make it work. And
I think it's mean old man.
No, because part of it honestly is because of me, and it's me being a spoiled brat.
Backstory.
In a
Start.
sense.
Go do it.
All
Back
right.
the story.
Since, honestly, even before Kayla was born, Carl and I were together, 2 years before Kayla was born, and we always went out looking at Christmas lights. As you all know, Kayla was born the day after Christmas, so she was out looking at Christmas lights that year. Every year we go out and look at Christmas lights. Well, started out with the three of us, then the nieces came and moved in and everything, and so then it became the five of us, and then the other niece came in, then there's six of us, then one niece has a kid, and then there's seven of us. This thing grows and grows and grows every year. One year we rented a 12-passenger van or something, so we invited friends or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now it's just getting to the point this year. I'll tell you, I love doing the Christmas light thing. I'll never stop. But the thing, half the fun, most of the fun, is the driving in the truck between Christmas lights, to be honest with you.
Because it's listening to the Christmas music, it's dad fucking making wrong turns, so we're having to do U-turns and all this kind of
Merry
stuff.
Christmas,
so,
asshole.
Yeah.
This the thing, the conversations that go on in the car. Well, now because, kids are having kids and things are getting bigger, the tradition has to change. Between Caleb being a spoiled brat and me being a grouchy old man, it's like, I'm trying to find a way to make this work to where everybody's happy.
Yeah.
So why can't you guys do not you guys keep that date, but then do your other thing with the family on another day?
Well, and that's the problem, though, is because everyone is grown now and we all have jobs and, one of them lives out in Tucson, which is 2 hours away and stuff like that. It's hard for all of us to be in the same place at the same time. So it's one of those, I'm not against all of the family coming and all that kind of stuff, but then again, it just, when there's 4 cars and we all have to sit there and text each other where we're going next and stuff like that, it just...
That's why I think it'd be fun if you rotate cars.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
and that's
but it's
a
the
great
whole-
idea. It's a great idea.
I think it'd be fun.
It's just the changes of the routine. This is where we talk about old traditions and having to let go of old traditions to replace them with new ones. You let go of Potato Head and replace them with some fancy tree.
You ended up shitting out on you. So you had to
Exactly.
remember where you came
And
from.
it was, and I mean, and don't get me wrong, but Mr. Potato Head's got a hole in him. I mean, so he's never really fully erect. Who is, guys? But he's not, so he's never really. He's got holes and stuff like that. And I had made the decision. I know it's so stupid, but at the end of when I'm putting everything away, I'm like, you're moving to the back, buddy. And I'm like, your time, you've done great. You've done good for me. Thank you. But your time, you knew what you were getting. You knew it was happening.
Okay, but again, like another thing, like when I was a kid, we always had a live tree that was always blue and silver. When back in New York,
Right.
We move out here, and the first year we had live, and then after that, fake tree. and multicolored lights.
Okay, I got to stop here. In the old trees, because in my night, and it was a big thing in the Midwest too. Well, it came from the Midwest. I was in Arizona, but all my family came from the Midwest. So it was like a Christmas tree that was whatever, but it had the color lights that rotated around it. Remember those? It did. It had color lights, and it would be blue and yellow and red and whatever, and it would rotate around. It would light up the Christmas tree.
No.
Yeah,
never
I thought
had that.
they never had
No.
that. Yeah, okay, sorry, but yeah.
No, growing up, the tree was always blue and silver. And then we move out here and, again, got to let go of an old tradition. And we had this fake tree for, the remainder of my time at home. When Carla and I got together, I demanded,
Real tree.
real tree. Going back to a real tree.
I like them too.
Yeah, and I prefer them. However,
With his old age.
as I get older and fatter and less agile, putting lights on a tree sucks. So again,
They are convenient. And look, ours looks really good. We love it,
your
so.
tree looks beautiful. But that's what I mean. A pre-lit tree, snap together, click, and
It
your
really
tree's
is
up.
snapped
I've
together.
been
I mean,
very
it really
much
is.
Too that real tree. We've always had a real tree as long as I've been alive. Blah 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 blah. But just with the prices of how expensive trees are getting nowadays, it's like I can go get a fucking 7-foot tree that's pre-lit and all that for just as much as a fake tree
Yeah,
or
you
a
can.
real tree that we have to actually decorate.
I don't even know how much real trees are going for now.
Last year, I want to say that they were trying to charge like 120 or 100.
My God, for a
30.
tree?
Talk them down
7
to 80 something.
Yeah.
But it started out like 120.
So it's like we got
And
to
that's for
play
a 7-foot tree. Now,
That's not even one that's like a big one in the middle of your if you have like vaulted ceilings or something like that.
Yeah, no,
like the
we
$1 million
have we
houses.
have an 8-foot ceiling, so I go with a 6.5, 7-foot tree. As long as I'm looking up to put the star on, that's how I gauge it. I'm 6.5 feet tall, so
Yeah, but it's the whole fact that I can go to Michael's when they have a sale and get a
You get it after
7-foot
Christmas.
tree.
yeah,
for
you can get a
$100.
$300 tree
for $150.
$150.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
So it's just, that's one of those I'm still not.
But I will never. So the first year me and Holly were together, we go out and freaking look for a tree. And this girl, oh my God, dude. It was like 7 lots. She's, I don't like any, I don't like it. And I'm like, I'm just like, get the fucking tree. What do you mean? So I was like, I am not ever going tree shop. So we always joke. We were in the car today. She goes, hey, how do you want to go tree shop? And I go, not on my fucking life with you. Because, man,
No,
it's
and
just
that's how it is
oh
with
my,
us, too.
She is like,
Mom's
she
the
couldn't pick
same, Carl's
anything,
the
man.
Same way.
She doesn't even go anymore, and
Yeah,
it
now
pisses
she's
me
just
off
not allowed to
because
go.
it's like now I have to sit there and fight with him about what the tree looks like, and it's like I don't care.
My
like,
brother gets the sorriest trees ever. So they go up north and they physically cut it. And I think he tries to find the most pathetic. And I've been telling him, I go, the last year I was like, do you purposely go to try to find the least attractive tree and you bring it up here? And Desiree's like, I know. Will you tell him? One year he had it at his house. It was missing a whole back. And he goes, well, I just put it up against the wall. And it was missing a whole back of a tree. I'm like, this has no back. It's missing a back.
All right. Well, let me ask you: is that a price thing, or is that just
No,
he likes the
it's-
Charlie Brown Christmas tree?
No,
sort of thing,
so
or-
it's just a group of them. They go get the permit. They make it a day. They go up and they cut down. It's just a tradition. It's a tradition they do.
No, but I'm talking about picking the crappy tree.
I don't know. And Steve's like, there's just not good trees. So you just gotta get, you just gotta get what you gotta get. And the one with no back was the best. And she was like, I just put it up against the wall. See, and I'm like, trees don't really have backs. They're round. Oh no, this had no back. I mean, it basically had no back. It was freaking crazy.
It was a two-dimensional.
It was a two-dimensional tree, exactly. So my brother's got them. So now it's almost like every year now it's like we're gonna walk in and just go look right at the tree and see how pathetic the tree is. One year I think it was crying. I think the tree was looking at crying. It was that sad. It was that
We had a
sad.
tree one year that had a hand that we had that it waved.
See, that's the fun thing about real trees, though. You don't get these on fake.
Do you want me to tell?
Yeah, if you
Okay.
want to do the backstory of
All
the
right,
hand.
The backstory. There's a picture of my nephew passed away 3 years now. Are we 3 years?
Something like that.
God rest his soul.
Yeah, passed away. But there's a picture of me and Kayla. But in the background, Timmy's got his hand up waving. He's photobombing the picture. And I just love that picture because Goofy Timmy's back there waving. We walk onto the tree lot. Here's this tree with his hand sticking up.
You had to get it then,
Yeah.
didn't you? Yeah, you
And now
had
I
to
look
get
for
it.
him the last 2 years because that's Tim saying, "Hey, I'm here with you," and I'll look for that every year.
That
I
is pretty
remember
cool.
that day because we both just started sobbing in the middle of this
Aw.
Moon Valley tree lot. So then, we took that one home and we're like, we have to make the hand stick out like it was.
Yep.
So
There's a huge Christmas tree lot that right where we were today at the outlet malls. They were just letting people in. That's the one by the casino down there. So
What, free
and
trees?
to be honest with you, I haven't seen that many lots on the.
We go to the same lot every year.
And he's always there. It's always like,
Always there,
does he
yeah.
do pumpkins first too? A lot of ours
No,
out here have
it's-
pumpkins, fireworks, and trees.
No,
They do. That's their spot, and that's when they do them. So
No, it's Moon Valley Nurseries, so they're an established business out here. They do.
they're everywhere. They're in
Yeah.
California too.
Yeah, so we've gotten our tree from them for 20 something years. I think a couple of years we had to go to different lots because they either didn't have what we were looking for.
What new lights are you using this year? You said you were using new lights.
Just they're LED and they're app controlled, so you can change them. Because
Nice.
like one of the letting go of the multicolored tree tradition. We went to a purple and silver tree, trying to get Carla into the Christmas mood because she's not very Christmassy. So
I just don't know how you come to my house and you're not in. A, you're drunk. B, there's Christmas lights everywhere. So I just don't know how.
So I changed. I went by new lights and everything. We went with a purple and silver tree, and it's nice. But
It's nice.
No, I mean it
No,
was
it's
nice
beautiful.
the
It's-
first couple years, but then after it's just like
the
all
thing
right.
is,
You
like,
want that's the good thing about fake trees is you can replace them and you know what I'm saying. But I guess with real trees, you just got to put different lights on. I
yeah,
guess.
well,
I mean, yeah.
that's the thing. Like even with my mom's with the blue and silver, and then ours with the purple and silver. If you're looking for that just nice, warm, cozy look, that's great. You're looking for fun, festive Christmas. You want multicolored dancing lights. You know, that's with these new lights. You
I
can have
agree.
both. With new lights, you can have both.
That's
These
kind
news lights are crazy too, and they're like really bright, but they have different effects to them. So you can make them just stay on.
That's
You
cool.
can make them like
And you can change the
strobe.
color from purple to red to green to whatever.
That's cool. Wow.
Yeah.
It
so-
was really cool too because it's
Take a
like,
video,
it's
put it up
not-
on our
Oh,
Warp
yeah.
World.
There you
It
go.
will. It'll
We
be-
were supposed to get our tree today, the day that we're recording, but I ended up having to sleep in. So they've been really messing with my work schedule lately. So
Yeah,
we're just
yeah,
working
yeah.
all hours of the day at this point. But it's fine anyway.
So yeah. So again, here we are letting go of the purple tree, but we don't have to now. 'cause
But
we
that wasn't a
have
long tradition, right? Purple Tree was
5
3 years. 5 years.
No,
Okay.
it's been a while.
Yeah. But that's the beauty of these lights. We don't have to let go. We can just switch to whatever we want that year, that night or that moment. So it'll,
Yeah, no, and that'll be the fun
Wait,
part
what
too.
did Carlos say?
I didn't think she said
Someone
anything.
a seizure in the process?
Oh well, yeah. It's got the one flashy mode that's like really.
I am worried. So that's what I was worried about the arches out there. The epileptic kid coming through or something like that, suing us or something.
Well, these
like
things are like bright flashing.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Like airplane beacons.
So how much some of these lights set you back? How much are these lights?
They were only $80.
Oh, that's not. How many strands you have to get though? And is it 100 strand or what is it?
We got one strand, but it was 7. I don't remember.
700 lights.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, that'll do your
700
tree
lights.
easy. That'll do your tree easy.
yeah, because we were going back and forth on that. Like, how many strands do we get? How much do we use? Blah blah blah.
Right.
Because I mean, you never really count that shit out unless you're Mark and like materialistic with all of your Christmas stuff.
Well, they had when I started looking at these a couple years ago. They had like a netting light where you didn't put a.
Those are
strand
cool.
on it.
We have them out there.
Yeah, you put that. You just wrap that around the tree. And
Oh,
then-
we just do it on a bush.
okay. Well, I'm saying you can wrap it around your tree and
I
then
didn't-
have all sorts of different things. Now, if I want to do anything fancy or fun, I have to put the lights on a certain way because,
Yeah, and that's the
Part-
more fun of it. I mean,
well, part of me thought instead of just wrapping it around the tree like I normally do, is trying to do a diagonal thing. And but
now do you guys turn on Christmas music when you do this?
Yeah.
I see. Cool. See, you're in the
We
mood.
do
See,
the-
you're not that much of a bah humbug.
Yeah,
we put
Oh,
on.
yeah, the Yule log.
the Yule log on
Absolutely,
the
the Yule
TV.
log is hot. Everybody. There's hardly anybody in Arizona that have fireplaces.
So
It is fun. It is cool lighting a fireplace on Christmas morning, though. It's pretty
That-
nice.
yeah,
It
that would
really,
be
I used
nice.
to enjoy that. So
never had the chance.
no, and a lot of people didn't. I mean, I just happened. One house I was in had a fireplace, and I was in it for a few years.
which
So
house was that?
next to Joey's, that had a fireplace.
Oh yeah. When we were kids.
Yeah, that had a fireplace.
Wow,
That
I
was-
totally forgot about that. Yeah, that was loud.
So it was cool. It was fun. So
I always one year I really want to just rent out a cabin for like Christmas and have the whole family go
that would be cool.
I think it would be.
I like,
I mean, you would. I would say you should do it. And I know it's a lot of money, so I'm really spouting here, but it should be like a Hallmark movie. It should be fucking, you get an 11-bedroom fucking chateau,
Oh, no,
and,
no,
and fucking,
absolutely.
and decorate the stupid, the place up, and, and get it for like a week.
Yeah, no, because I wanted to do that too, because then it would coincide with like my birthday and stuff like that too. And that's what I was trying to look for when we went up there in a couple weeks, but they were all sold out. That's something you have to plan.
And it'll run you a shit ton of money, but it would be, but it'd be like a Hallmark movie. It really would. It'd be cool, all the Hallmark movies, they're all in the same town.
Yeah.
Perfect amount of snow, but the sun's
Yeah.
out and freaking.
That's how it is half of the
Yeah,
time when
you
I end
know.
up going to like Payson or Flagstaff or something.
And
I'm
I
like,
always like the name of the streets on those shows. Go to Mary Street, turn
my
on
God.
Santa, and then go right on Enchantment. It's
I can't do the Christmas movies anymore because they're all too freaking stupid. They're all
supposed
the
to
same
be.
Fuck that.
they are small town rich executives that have and then the little farmer that hasn't left or whatever falls in
rich
love with her coming
executive
out.
returns home to find her ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend, depending on
Exactly.
and she's got to find the Christmas spirit. She's trying to get back to New York, and her blah blah. Yeah, I don't like them either.
Yeah, they're just way too much. They're all the same, just a different shade of whatever.
Well, did you watch the Lindsay Lohan one with us?
Yes, I was the one that recommended it
Oh, okay.
because Court Overstreet.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. So
We love Court
but
Overstreet
didn't we
in
just
this
see a-
house.
Didn't we just see a commercial for another movie that looked like the same thing?
Yeah, CBS has one that's literally damn near the same thing,
So,
except for maybe a plot line a little bit different.
so
But
poor Lindsay Lohan's trying to get her career back.
Oof.
Oh, jeez. It's really loud. Poor Lindsay Lohan's trying to get her career back on track.
I would do her.
no,
I
not
like
even.
Lindsay.
That's
I
not-
do. I really do.
That's-
Lindsay, if you're out there, call me, okay?
I don't think she's listening.
Bag over your head.
Hey!
Anyway, I don't know where that was
I
going.
got-
No, just saying she's trying to get her career back. So she have to hook up with the guy from Glee to do
That's
this
not
movie.
even how the storyline went. She was trying to like not be an heiress to her daddy's throne, surprisingly, and then she gets into the accident and forgets who she is. So Court Overstreet
Was Billy
learned his
Cyrus
name,
really ever? I mean, let's like ask each
saves
other,
her
right?
like the gentleman that he is, and then it's just a bunch of gobbly bullshit.
gobbledygook.
That has been my word of the week.
I like
gobbledygook.
gobbledygook.
But yeah, no, it wasn't a terrible movie, but it was pretty terrible.
No, I was referring to the actress Lindsay Lohan trying to get her career back.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the.
No, so
plot line of the
she
movie.
tries to do this Christmas movie that I guess was okay as far as Christmas movies goes, but
Yeah.
It was great.
yeah, it had Court Overstreet, so it was great.
See, Mom understands. We love Court Overstreet. in
So,
this
Mark,
house.
I'm listening.
Do you have any of your traditions you had to let go?
No, I did not. We didn't have a lot growing up, so mine are now just creating new ones. Like we're adding to what we. I have a weird fetish if I throw parties that I got to do better than the year before. People are expecting more, so that's why it's a weird little fetish. And I do the same thing, with my Christmas lights, and so it like this year I'm adding, the community coming out, which we never did before, and it's really great because I've actually got a sidekick now, and my wife actually enjoys that and enjoys having the kids out and stuff like that. Where I'd never had a wife before that has enjoyed that. So that
You know what have made that special? A snow machine.
yeah, it would have been. And who knows? You never had 5 years. Johnny B's could have a great year or whatever, and I'll bring a snow machine out. So I don't know.
A whole 5 years we have to wait for a snow machine.
I add stuff, and again, I'm very close to adding a reindeer. I think next year will be the reindeer. I know she doesn't want it,
get
but
a reindeer versus
Yeah.
a damn snow machine.
so I've talked to like a ton of people, and they're like, "Oh, a reindeer did put you over the edge." I mean, but they're getting
one reindeer though.
one reindeer
You
just
get-
from
you-
a petting
you get
zoo.
You get the whole team. Then I'm
No,
impressed.
because I would probably get the little person that comes and dresses as an elf. I'd probably put her on the reindeer, and it would be pictures. It'd be freaking awesome. It would be freaking awesome,
yeah,
though.
I don't-
Oh, Brittany would be all over it. She was the one that played Marilyn at the roast over at freaking at.
all right. Well, if she's into it, I guess that's her. I guess I guess that's a gig for little people in Christmas time.
So I guess my tradition now is, and I kind of dig it because now I'm hearing my neighbors. They're like, "This is like a tradition now," and I'm like, "Oh my god, that's totally cool."
Yeah, even that day, one of your neighbors said that to me, that they come here every year. So,
and that's cool. And now the kids are getting older, and like one girl was walking, and she goes, "Oh no, they usually have candy canes." So she was telling the new kids, she's like, "They usually have candy canes." So I was like, "We've gone through 70 freaking boxes of candy canes for God's sakes." But that's my tradition. I mean, Kayla, what is yours? It's not the same thing as your dad.
Is there traditions that we've let go that you want to bring back? Is there things do you think we should let go?
Not that I can think of, because I mean, we don't necessarily do that many.
Yeah,
Christmas
we don't have a
lights
whole lot of.
is the one we watch Charlie Brown every year, but that's just a.
I haven't even seen it on.
Well, it's on
not.
Apple TV now, so you have to actually put some effort into watching it.
Stinks.
Yeah, we had to buy the actual DVD of all 4 of them. since
Kids
Apple-
nowadays wouldn't even. They'd be like, "What is this?"
You know what? And I'm not a very religious person, but the Linus soliloquy at the end, what Christmas is all about, is probably my favorite Christmas production thing.
Absolutely.
However, again, not a very religious person, but when he's all lights, please, and away in the manger, blah blah blah. I don't know. For some reason, that is my favorite. Of
I kind of agree.
right next to it. It used to be Al Bundy's "'Twas the Night Before Christmas."
It's freaking great.
That is nice.
But so you didn't really finish that. You don't have any Christmas morning. You guys were always big Christmas Eve. You guys would, I don't know, your mom would go to mass or whatever, but you guys would always go to church and then come back and open your gift. You guys would have Christmas Eve till like 4 a.m. and then you guys would sleep in
That
Christmas,
is
right?
one tradition that I wish, and I mean, obviously, it's never going to happen again. But I miss when we were all younger.
Well,
obviously.
yeah, of course.
But going over to Uncle Dave's, and it was the one time that everyone in the family stopped what they were doing, and we all got over there. All the kids were always together.
Yeah.
We would do gifts as a family. Everyone was sharing gifts and stuff.
That was the thing. I mean, half my brothers and sisters are gone now, but even before that, and bringing
It's gonna burn.
going out shopping,
Mm-hmm.
and the 6 of us going out shopping for the kids was a riot in itself, and I do miss that.
Black Friday isn't Black Friday anymore.
No.
From what we were 15 years ago, I mean, the big thing was, they shouldn't make their people work on Black Friday because you're open at 9 o'clock. But people were there. And if you didn't have people there,
But I miss that too. I miss going out. I remember one year trying to get Kayla a digital camera. I was out at 4 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
in line waiting to get this digital camera. So.
but now it's just so easy that Black Friday just isn't. It just isn't what it is. It's more. I look more forward to Cyber Monday. Sunday,
yeah.
Myber,
And
but
then-
yeah.
Then all of a sudden, when Amazon shows up, Christmas shopping is done. Woo, that was rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knock out all my Christmas shopping on Amazon and I'm done.
Yeah.
That's
And
it.
it takes away the fun.
Really the fun?
Where are you going?
It's not necessarily.
We're doing a show here. Would you just sit down and let the fire burn?
Mark has left the show like 5 times. Anyway, no, I don't like going and actually having to try to find things with shopping anymore. Like, Timmy and I used to do that, and I guess that's kind of one tradition I do. I mean, not necessarily a tradition, but one thing I do kind of miss is going out with him to go Christmas shopping. But even then, half of the time I was like, bro, we can get this shit online. Let's go home.
Right. Well, I just miss the walking through the mall and everyone doing their Christmas thing, and now I'm just so old as I can't find a fucking parking spot, blah blah blah, and
Yeah.
the lines are too long and there's no cashiers and blah blah blah. So yeah, but again, still miss the trip out to go shopping. But I miss going to Walmart with you on Sunday nights. So I'm just weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do it. I mean, Holly's never had kids of her own. I have had Nicholas. He's grown. So I don't have any grandkids or anything like that. Holly doesn't have kids of her own. So I think we do this more, when we adopt the families, we love seeing the video and we love seeing the pictures of the family. And she'll leave the door open. It's 50 degrees in the house, but she wants to hear the kids out there with crackling and laughing and
At least
everything.
there's a reason for your door being open.
Yeah, I like you. You like keep it cold a little bit, don't you?
Jesus.
Those penguins walking around.
Clack, 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 clack.
So yeah, but that's I think new traditions are fun, and I think they're I think you can add new twists to old things, and I think you're missing out. I think, guys, on. I understand your point of view. You want to make it as your family thing, but I don't know.
No, I like I said, the six of us jammed into that truck was a lot. Most of the fun. I don't know most. The Christmas, we ended up going to the same Christmas displays every year. You know, it's just
Well, yeah, but don't you look in the map now, and
no, we do look at the map every year,
Yeah, but
it's the same
still
ones?
pretty much,
Pretty much, yeah.
unless someone dies or something like that. Do you remember when we were kids? There was one up at 43rd Avenue in Paradise, just south of Bell. That whole street.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a huge one. That guy died. 20.
Christmas on Comstock right over here has lost its luster. I mean, it's still drawing big crowds, but it's lost its luster since they won the Christmas light fight. So
Well, now all of them too. Like, there's these big elaborate, companies are coming in and putting on all these,
yeah, and that's
like
just
Schnepp
not.
Farms and the drive-throughs and all that.
I
kind of
do want to
stuff.
walk to. There's one right over here,
There's
right on
one
Power
behind-
Road.
There's one behind you too, according to the map.
That I just want to, that I'll walk through or something. I mean, it'll be.
That's what, when we're done
botched
recording,
that.
let's hop in the truck and try to find that one that's over here behind us.
Hell yeah! Let's go look at Christmas lights, Mark.
Yeah, see, you'll take me on. What if I wanted to come on your family tradition?
Well, and that you had mentioned that you did want to come, so it's like, how are we going to fit everyone in? It's just, should we make separate days and
yeah, that would have to be a separate. I agree.
But
Which, and I have no problem with that. Like, my biggest thing with the one night that we do it is that, like we said, we're splitting up into multiple cars. Everyone's getting lost. We have to stop here to go to the bathroom. We have to do this. We have to do that. So the 3-4 hours that we have to look at lights end up turning into like 1 because so-and-so's lost or so-and-so has to take a shit and blah, 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 blah.
Right.
So...
I know, I get it,
but that's the thing. I guess things have to
but
evolve.
can you imagine? Okay, so what's the youngest of the kids that are going to go?
Well, now what? Tiny Tim's what, 2?
Yeah, the baby. But
Okay,
I mean,
let's the 2-year-old won't know, but let's say go the next kids up.
I would say 12, right?
They're still into it.
No, he's not.
Okay, I was going to say I wouldn't. I'd be surprised why the 12-year-old's going. He
We
probably was
drag
forced
him
to.
along.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
I-
probably, but he'll remember that. I mean,
think he likes doing it, and he likes having that tradition as well. I would think that that's a tradition for him. You can just tell that he's a boy. He's almost a teenager.
I don't want to.
His attention span is barely there, So, I mean, we've made up games. The last few years, have gone in and made like bingo cards.
Oh, that does make it fun. That adds a
And
little
so
bit of fun.
I'll like think of ideas and stuff like that, and then I'll make up those bingo cards that we can just play in the car. So then we go look at different houses,
That's
and
cool.
it's like,
Yeah,
does this
see?
have a Grinch or whatever? So that always adds a little spice
And
into
I bet
it.
you if he didn't go, he'd miss it. So I mean, this is
yeah,
what you got to.
I think he's a lot.
So now
like
with these
others.
ones you're trying, I it's about the kids, man. If your friends want to bring their kids, that's how I understand.
I understand it's about the kids, but that's still again where we brought up the letting go of old traditions and bringing in new ones, and how I'm just wondering how other people
Because I
deal
think
with it.
because you're going to be the family or that's going to say, "This is my 19th year," or somebody in the back will be,
Oh, we do that
"It's
all the
my
time.
first year," or whatever. Hey, hey.
We do that all the time. There's a house over what?
You gotta buy a bus and do a
27th and
Jim DeVoy reality tour on Christmas.
Beardsley?
Oh, the Star Wars one.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, 20th Street in like Deer Valley.
Yeah, and he goes all out, and not all out, but he has one of those like laser show things or whatever, and it shows different
Choreographed
scenes.
music and stuff.
That's cool.
And
yeah.
he's a
See,
really
I
cool
can't
guy.
figure that. My brother said he could help, but he doesn't want to. I mean, it's kind of like I'll be in bed. If you need me, I'll be in bed. Wake
Those
me
are
up, yeah.
cool though.
Yeah,
But,
Steve's is great. If you drive by Steve's is fantastic. By the way, music choreographed by Johnny B's Entertainment. So, but no, his is all set to music, and the kids love it. His neighborhood loves it. His neighbors don't. I mean, but because it's like real music and not so. It's like Katy Perry's Firework is on there, and Desiree's like, if I got to hear that fucking song one more time, she's like, I hate it when it comes on anytime on the radio or whatever Desiree says. So,
But and that's another thing. Like, so obviously, all your neighbors like your elaborate display.
I think I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they like.
How do some people deal with some of these? I mean, the traffic that some of them cause.
Well, the one on Comstock has to actually have police presence.
Comstock. Where?
It's right down. It's right on Elliott and Higley. So it's called Christmas on Comstock, and it's a whole block. They do a whole block.
We went through one in Scottsdale that was the whole block, and you had to enter off this street and follow it all the way around, and you could not exit until you got to their exit. It's just the way they did it, but it was a beautiful display. Not like, and that's the thing. I've been driving around a lot the last couple weeks. I'm not seeing a lot of big elaborate displays that I used to see.
My stupid dream is, those arches that were added this year. I want to buy them for each one of the neighbors, and it's the whole cul-de-sac. I would. It's stupid. How cool would that be if you're taking a walk and you're walking through those arches all the way through your cul-de-sac? I think
that would be cool.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, if you're trying to ride, that's true. If you're stoned on a bike, you're a dipshit. That's not going to work. If you're drunk, when you're driving home drunk, I'm going to hit that goddamn arch. That fucking arch.
There's another neighborhood over on this side of town that when I'm at work, I'll drive through it and just because it's the whole neighborhood, if not like 3-4 blocks, all of them go all out.
You need to write this down, Jim. People need to get on if you're listening, get on and do like you're saying. Hey, there's cool houses here or whatever. We can make our own Warp World freaking thing.
I mean, just both of you have access to the Facebook page. I don't need to write anything down.
We have a Facebook page.
What's Facebook? Anyway,
you can go on the Facebook.
Sorry,
page.
I was trying to add to your story. Sorry, I interrupted. I'm sorry.
No, it's just a really cool neighborhood that the whole street goes out. They do the street lights. They take the Christmas lights up and down the street, all throughout the Christmas lights.
Yeah, I wish I knew my neighbors. We have rentals, so there's some people they're in there a year or two. We don't really, and they're really cool now. The couple in the corner, they're starting to put more and more lights out. Their kids are getting bigger, and so they're putting more and more lights out. And our 90-year-old family that lives next door is God. You do a little weed, they get all upset. But
no, it smells like someone took a shit.
It's good weed.
Holy
it's
crap!
Good. Where's Dr. Weed when you need him? But anyway, can I get back to the little strand? Look at that! Look at that sorry strand. Don't even put that.
Leave them alone.
Come on, look at that. It's not even straight.
This is why I
no,
don't
they
do lights.
didn't. The mom came or the sister came over. And they bought one strand and they're like, okay.
This is why I don't do lights because I'm just.
Oh, you're just lazy. You could make your yard look pretty. I know it's small in the front, but you can make your yard look cool, man.
Have at it.
I am very judgmental when it comes to Christmas lights, though.
So what are you going to rank me? I wanted to be honest. Out of all the lights of my. On an A to Z.
I would have to look at it again.
You've seen it now. You've helped with it.
You changed it now, so now I have to see what's happened.
You better not judge me on that because I think it looks pretty good with Miss Santa there. I really do.
My biggest
She's more of a folk. People see her.
She's creepy.
No, she's.
She is kind of
anyway,
creepy.
my biggest thing is that, and I mean, bless your heart if you do this, whatever. But when you have like a multicolored strand and then all of a sudden it's just like a warm yellow and they're just not meshing together, or you look at some houses and you're like, why? Who made that creative decision there?
Yeah, it is. I will.
I have.
Or sometimes you've just run out of lights, and you're like, if I don't have $22 to go buy another,
I like the
lights.
ones that have the one strand of light coming down to the Grinch, and it's like,
we have one right around the corner. We have a guy right around the corner that does that. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
There used to be a house over on our side of town that would go all out because I think they were a corner lot. All out. The whole palm tree was decorated, all this shit everywhere, and then the house next to him just wrote ditto in Christmas lights with an arrow pointing.
That's the ones I like.
That was probably the best Christmas light we've
That
seen.
is kind of cool.
We went to one over here on the east side of town that had a petting zoo, and
oh, I remember that one.
they were serving hot chocolate and
we're doing that next Friday. We're doing hot chocolate.
No,
we're doing hot chocolate too. So.
You don't have a petting
Do I need to get a zoo?
Yeah.
Honey, we're getting a petting zoo next week.
We were one reindeer. This had like a whole zoo.
Dear Lord.
No, but it was quite the. I like the ones that you get out and walk through. I do. Those are.
Yeah, those are cool.
There's one tiny little house down in Glendale that you walk through his whole house, and it was just jam packed with like, what do you do with this stuff when it's not Christmas? Holy crap! Because it was a lot of stuff.
There's a really cool one. I mean, I know we're just like shooting the shit.
Yeah, we're just babbling now, and our show's getting kind of boring. Thanks for listening.
No, we will wrap it up soon eventually, and we'll try to.
It's our
post some of
Christmas
the
special, damn it.
Christmas light ones or whatever, but there's one out in the West Valley as well that does A Nightmare Before Christmas, and that's their whole theme, and they play the movie like all night long, And
I
it's-
remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like glow in the dark and all that. That is a really cool house. They've gotten a lot of traction from that.
What was your favorite one as a kid, Kayla?
Mom asked, just in case anyone didn't hear, my favorite one as a kid. It's the same house as always, as there was this guy who had a very nice house, and he would decorate the front yard all up. Then you would walk through and his whole house was decorated. He had pictures of every single year that he did it. He changed the theme up every time.
Yeah, it's cool.
He would make his own like wooden cutouts that you could buy at the end of the
Oh,
See,
the
season.
pool,
was
the
he
pool in
re-
the back,
was he
21st,
re-
21st and Greenway.
Yep.
Was he retired? I mean, how do you have time to do all this? That's the.
I
And
think
he was retired.
at some point
But he had been doing it for 30 years.
yeah, I mean, we started going in what, like 2006, if not a little bit before that, but he had pictures from like the 1990s.
Yeah, well, no, we've been going since every year since you were born.
You know,
Oh,
if
yeah.
anybody's listening from any other state or city, I'd like you to post your house up if you decorate it and put it on so
That
we
would
can
be
see
cool.
it.
That would be
If so,
cool.
if you're no matter where you're at, no matter where you're listening, if you do your house up, even I don't even care if it's just a blow up, whatever, put it freaking on it because I'd love to see it and see what some Christmas people like decorating their house with. So
Put it on our Facebook page.
It'd be
We'd
kinda
like to
cool.
see it.
blow-ups, yes, blow-ups are my
'Cause
favorite.
that
so.
back to the house I was talking about. Like, yeah, you would go into the backyard and he had a pool, and then like Santa was diving off the diving board, and you could throw like money in the pool, like coins, like as a wishing thing, and then you would just wrap around into the front yard, and you were right back into it.
Yeah, that was. a
We
great
have
house.
so many pictures from that house.
Does he
'cause-
still do it or?
No,
No.
he passed away a long time ago, right?
See, and it's not like Nicholas ain't taking this tradition on. My son will not. I mean, he's not gonna. He was never really big into helping or whatever. He loved it and he loved the way it looked, but Nicholas was
Well,
never.
That's what I've seen people start
In October.
in October. You started 3 days before the party.
Yeah.
How do you do it all so quickly?
It helps with having friends, and it helps with that kind of now knowing this is going to go here, this goes here, this goes here, and but those arches this year, Aaron's corner over there, because those would if I didn't have his help, it would have been a half a day thing to get those arches in the
really?
ground and get them all set and to where they needed to go. And that was as they were already pre-lit because I'd made them. And we just could not dig the hole because the ground was so hard. We didn't freaking realize how hard the ground was.
Did you use a drill or would you?
No, Aaron just used a hammer,
Oh, wow.
would pre-dig the hole a little bit, and then stick them in there and make sure they were secure. And they've made it through already one storm. We'll see through Monday. Hopefully,
Yeah, big storm coming.
hopefully they make it out. So don't come see our yard Monday.
All right. Well, we've kind of dragged on about the Christmas traditions and stuff like that. If you have a Christmas tradition, let us know. Put it on our Facebook page and let us know your Christmas traditions.
So
that
turn
you've had
on.
to let
We're
go.
close. Turn on a Santa over there if we're fading.
I'll get to it.
We'll
These
get to them.
Sad Santa.
That isn't it's a Barry White Santa. If you're with your girl, you're like, yeah, honey,
No.
listen
All
to
right.
this.
Well, with the holidays
Lights
and
are turned
birthdays
down
and things like that,
low.
this will be our last show of the year. I know we've been a month without having a show, and we're probably going to be another month. It'll probably be after the first year before we come back. But to all of you that have kept us going and our loyal listeners, all three of you, I appreciate it.
That was one fun thing of the Christmas party was everyone knew who I was. And
Yeah.
I freaked out every time because I was like,
great.
why? How do you know me? And then they're like,
Yeah.
oh, I listen to the podcast. So
Yeah, that's
thanks to my
Yeah.
fans.
we appreciate the fans.
To all a warped world and to all a good night. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
everybody.
Christmas.